Hello, I'd like to share a story with you. Everybody felt it. A moment of eerie silence, a low rumble, and then the ground began to shake. Buildings swayed and buckled, then collapsed like houses of cards. Less than 4 minutes later, over 30,000 people were dead from a magnitude 8.2 earthquake that rocked and nearly flattened Armenia in 1988. In the muddled chaos, a distressed father bolted through the winding streets leading to the school where his son had gone earlier that morning. The man couldn't stop thinking about the promise he'd given to his son many times. No matter what happens, Armand, I'll always be there. He reached the site where the school had been, but saw only a pile of rubble. He stood there at first, fighting back tears. Then he took off, stumbling over debris, towards the east corner where he knew his son's classroom had been. With nothing but his bare hands, he started to dig. He was desperately pulling up bricks and pieces of wall plaster, while others stood by watching in forlorn disbelief. He heard someone growl, "Forget it, mister, they're all dead." He looked up, flustered, and replied, "You can grumble, or you can help me lift these bricks." Only a few pitched in, and most of them gave up once their muscles began to ache. But the man couldn't stop thinking about his son. He kept digging and digging for hours, 12 hours, 18 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours. Finally, into the 38th hour, he heard a muffled groan from underneath a piece of wallboard. He seized the board, pulled it back, and cried, "Armand!" From the darkness came a slight shaking voice. "Papa?" Other voices began calling out, as the young survivor stirred beneath the still uncleared rubble. Gasps and shouts of bewildered relief came from a few onlookers and parents who had remained. They found 14 of the 33 students alive. When Armand finally emerged, he tried to help dig until all his surviving classmates were out. Everybody there standing heard as he turned to his friends and said, "See, I told you my father wouldn't forget us."